Yo, it's Boxing Antics and I'm back again with a new video. Yo, listen guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell notification whenever I drop a new video. Listen, I'm bringing you nothing but sweet bubble ray sauce. Listen, we all heard the news, okay? Eddie Hearn, absolutely livid. The guy literally lost a battle and got punked again by the veteran, so-called fisheye monk. Yes, Bricktop, aka Frank Warren, and Dinosaur Bob both collaborated together. We shouldn't be surprised at all, right? Because literally Dinosaur Bob was in it, and he obviously, you know, put some money towards it, because at the end of the day, Frank Warren and Dinosaur Bob, they both work together, and they're both of them are veteran in the game, and they know how to outdo the young guns, aka Eddie the Bum Hearn. You understand? Now listen, here's what I'm gonna show you something, guys. This is the news, literally come out, I believe yesterday. Okay, Tyson Fury, the WBC heavyweight title clash against Cillian White has finally been confirmed. As we all know, the fight might take place no later than April or May, at least April. So they have to make the fight in April in Wales Principality Stadium. Okay, Fury, UK-based promoter Frank Warren won the highest successful bid in boxing history on Friday evening with 31 million. That equates to US dollars 41 staggering million dollars, beating the young gun Matchroom with 24 million. In US, that's $32 million. Yo, listen, that just shows Eddie Hearn didn't have no faith in Cillian White at all. Let me say again, more than anything, he definitely wanted to win the purse bid. Why? Because he wants Tyson Fury on the platform, the DAZN platform. Okay, he's no longer with Sky Sports anymore. He wanted an upper hand. He wanted to showcase. He wanted to bring Tyson Fury to the DAZN and be in control. Never once he gave two damn about Cillian White. Because Cillian White, let's face it, the guy been cop blocking every single time. Okay, Cillian White is nothing but a nuisance. Eddie Hearn used Cillian White to get in between all the so-called big fights that we could have had with AJ and Deontay Wilder, because that Nance was always in the middle of everything. You understand? That's the bottom line. Let's face it. Now, here's the reaction from Tyson Fury when he won the purse bid, rubbing it in Eddie Hearn's face once again.
Silly boys! You suckers! You idiots!
John Fury,
You silly boys!
yo, listen, that's so embarrassing. You got John Fury, you got Diva Tommy, who literally allegedly, you know, wormed his ways out from the fight against, I think, one of the Paul brothers, saying, you know, he was injured. That was all facade. That was all BS. Because at the end of the day, he knows he's gonna get knocked out. You understand? He's nothing but Diva. The guy just absolutely a tosser. Yeah, and they got Joseph Parker beside him. My man was literally laughing along. Listen, they're having fun. They're having time of their life. You understand? Once again, they punked Eddie Hearn, and Anthony Joshua is already quivering. Mr. Mugabe Noble Johnson is in a situation that he has no reason now not to fight Usyk. That's his worst nightmare. Because the last thing he wants to do now is take the rematch and get whipped again by Usyk. Listen, I know a big AJ fan. I ain't no big AJ hater. I like AJ, you understand? Mr. Noble Johnson knows Usyk got his number. Usyk would do exactly the same thing. If not, he's going to do worse and capitalize and regain his title again. It's that easy. Because AJ has got a lot of work to do. AJ is still in a learning process after all these years. AJ literally, you know, he has no attribute. He has no skills. Let's face it, man. Come on, let's just be truth to yourself, man. You understand? I don't know what he's good at. The guy is an IBF PB pro. The guy should be bloody competing in bloody Olympic bodybuilding contests, man. You understand? And here's another reaction to the video. This is when Eddie Hearn went mental. Let's look at the reaction. What he got to say. He literally came right to the bottom of the list with this bid because he couldn't outdo Frank Warren and Dinosaur Bob.
Fury don't want to fight Usyk, in my opinion, because he had the opportunity to do it through these discussions, and really, when it came down to it, he really don't want it. What Fury wants to do is have a little easy one in March. That's what he really wants to do.
Really?
Now, he's going to have to fight
Salty,
Dillian White. By
Eddie.
the way, after all this kerfuffle, he'll get beat by Dillian White. He'll get knocked out by Dillian White. But the reality is, when it really came down to it, he never wanted to fight Alexander Usyk.
Let's stop there. He's saying Dillian is going to whip Tyson Fury out. Come on, let's be honest now. Come on now. Now you know. You see, Eddie Hearn is so salty, he's kicking himself. Bob Arum, Frank Warren literally lifted his skirt up. And then Tyson literally went down there and saw nothing. He said, yeah, you know what? Eddie Hearn no balls, yeah. Los cojones, nothing's there. Because he's a bitch. You understand? Because he lost the bid. He's angry at himself. The fact that, you know, we came right to the bottom of the list with a purse bid and we couldn't outdo Frank Warren. That's why. Let's carry on.
Because he could have gone straight into a fight with Alexander Usyk, but he didn't want to go straight into a fight with Alexander Usyk. But you won't ever hear that, and the public won't ever hear that. You just hear Fury on Instagram screaming and shouting with smoke and mirrors. Fury.
Here's the difference, guys. Listen, we know what Tyson Fury is about. The guy's a bipolar antic. He has two split personality. And Fury's good at that. Fury's really good at playing mind games. You understand? Yeah? All along he knew perhaps he was going to fight Dillian White. But Eddie wanted Tyson Fury to step up, fight Usyk, and guarantee hopefully a step aside money for AJ. So whoever wins, he goes straight in for the big titan, for the big clash, for all the marbles, for the huge undisputed fight. So he literally wanted AJ versus Tyson Fury. And he wanted Fury to do the job for AJ. But that shit all backfired. It's simple as that, man. You understand? Right now, they're in a mess. They're under pressure. Eddie Hearn couldn't even make Amir Khan and Kell Brook flipping 1,000 years ago. He still can't make Devin Haney for the undisputed fight against Cambuti, because Cambuti running around like a headless chicken saying he's this and that. All publicity stunt, but he can't seem to make them two bloody biggest fight at 135. You understand? So he's in a humongous pressure. And now he has to face AJ. Literally, let's face it, man. The only person he really cared is for AJ. Nobody else. Because AJ is the poster boy. AJ is the cash money. AJ is the guy who brings in a lot of money for Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing. You understand? And he can put on a pay-per-view in the UK. That's the bottom line. But now, let's see what happens. We still don't know what's going to happen with AJ and Usyk. Don't have no dates. Don't have no venue. But AJ has nowhere to hide, nowhere to run anymore. And this is going to be a good one. I'm telling you. Because I see the way you man see it. Usyk is going to do a number on AJ again. And that's it. Finito. AJ stocks goes way down. And he's demolished. He's finished. He's going to be finito. And we know Tyson Fury's going to whip Dillian White's ass. the whole 12 round if it goes to a 12 round. Okay, then we might see Usyk versus Tyson Fury for all the marble, for the undisputed. It's a huge twist, trust me. Yo, it is what it is, man. This Boxing Antics, man. Subscribe and like and hit the bell notification whenever I drop a new video. And I'll see you soon, man. Bless, family.